What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of On the Bench with Pete. The series you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me. But there's just one problem. Where's my bench? I used to sit here and do on the bench. Oh well, we'll just have to change. A room with a view. I like it. We have window, we have natural lighting, we have chair there, trolleys there, paint's over there, still on my right. Hey, this is going to be a good one. I've got lots to talk about. Grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever else you need, and let's get started. Alright then, so don't worry, that's not going to be the usual introduction to these, but I have moved my bench, done a bit of spring cleaning as well, you know, with help. Sometimes a change is as good as a rest, isn't it? Anyway, got stuff to talk about, and I've got to turn around a pot over here because OCD will kick in and I'll be like, nah. Right, what have I got on my bench today? Well, I've got some Astra Militarum Cadian Shock Troopers. I can just about remember how to paint them up for my tutorial. I've got a tutorial on these. I actually did too. I'll put a link in the corner so that you can go to that tutorial if you want to know how I paint my Cadian Shock Troopers. And yeah, there's actually 2 tutorials on my channel, and the reason for that is I had an MS moment. I forgot I'd done it, so I did another one, and thankfully when I watched them back I did it pretty much the same as the original. So I didn't want to get rid of, I didn't want to just get rid of the footage of the video because, you know, I'd worked hard on it. So I'm pleased with that. My sisters are all done now, so they're gone, they're off the bench. And this is good. This is going to be nice for the summer, and I'll be having a fan here when it gets hot, and that's going to be nice. Funnily enough, I think this was the layout of the studio when I did the tutorial for these guys initially, but yeah, that could be a bit funny. Anyway, let's get to the bench. Grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever you need, because we're in for some hobby time now, and I've got some stuff to talk about that I would like to talk about, but enough of that, let's get to the hobby. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some blue tack on these. Now I don't know if I'll stick with this camera angle. I may swap sides yet. It's not set in stone. I'll just change over time because that's what these things do. Yeah, evolve. Isn't that the best way? You know, when you have a series, to evolve. Oh, and that's my phone, of course. My phone is on loud today because I don't want to miss anything important. There could be important stuff going on over at the house, and I don't want to miss that. So just check that everything is fine and dandy. Hey, yeah. Right. Pop my Cadian Shock Troopers onto their little holder things. I've got some Zombicide content to talk about because I've got a rather exciting, well, I find it's exciting for me anyway, unboxing to do later. And we'll talk about Zombicide and all its latest goings on. And yeah, I'm thinking it's a little on the dark side at the moment. This is you've got to bear in mind, this is a, work in progress type of thing here. I'm one light down here. Obviously I've got the main overhead lights and I've got 2 lamps shining down on me here. The trouble is I don't want it shining in my eyes. I don't have the one in front of me, but we'll see how we get on with that. In the summer, it's going to be really cool. Going to have all manner of light coming in from the sun. Oh, and I've arranged my cups as well. Right, so I've got a surface primer here. Got black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to palette, coffee mate lid. Oh, let's choose a brush first. Now, all my using brushes are in Incredible Hulk at the moment, so that's what I thought I would do with that. Yeah, we'll use a big size 8 brush. And these W-Lot brushes I got from Amazon back along. I'm really impressed with them. Let's put my glasses on. Well, on my head for the moment. Just giving this a bit of a shake up. Oh, and grab some paper towel. Excellent. I must work out at some point a proper holder for my paper towels. I don't know. I've rearranged. So I'm sat in front of my window, essentially looking out onto my garden, which is nice. It's going to be lovely in the summer. I mean, it should be summer now, but you know. So I'm just going to prime these guys up. But where I was by the door, I've been there a fair while. It's, you know, fair to say I've been there quite a while. I always had my paint on my right hand side. I'm just used to that now. And so I just wheeled them over. That's the beauty of having these drawers. And I am looking at getting another stack of them. Question is, do I go with a full 11, which is, you know, what I've got so far, or like an 8 or something like that, and I can put things on top of that. I'm thinking of going for the 11. Trouble is, the only way you can get it now is it's really expensive. So yeah, might have to wait a bit for that one. But anyway, yeah. So what am I going to talk about this? Well, you know, I like to talk about life, the universe, and everything in between on these. So I'm just priming these up here today, and yeah, I'm hand brushing them because you know, if anyone who knows me knows I can airbrush, but also knows I like to feel my way around a model. Not that this is unfamiliar to me. I enjoy the process. I find it therapeutic. So yeah, I talk about life, the universe, and everything else in between, and then some hobby stuff. So what's been going on with me? Well, as you know, I got this new job. I got myself out of Asda, didn't I? Got off my knees. But the only thing now is my contract is coming towards an end. So, you know, I am actively searching now for another job, because I'm conscious of the fact that, you know, I'll be out of a job soon when this contract ends. But I am so thankful for this job. It's given me, you know, a lot of valuable experience, and you know, I am grateful for that. I truly am. Right. So, another thing about summertime is hopefully paint won't take so long to dry, which is good. Yeah. So I am searching for another role, similar if I can, you know, remote or at least local to me. And you know, I've got the experience behind me now for doing a little bit of spreadsheet stuff, so that's good, you know. And I really am thankful. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been such a ride. It's been really incredible, really. And as with all jobs, you know, there are people you meet and you know, I will stay in contact with, hopefully, because it's always good to make new contacts and friends and things, isn't it? I'm so glad I came out here yesterday and started rearranging stuff around. I knew it would take a while. It shouldn't do, because everything I've got, it's all on wheels. Like my desks are on wheels, my trolleys are all on wheels. You just change around. but there's a lot of stuff to throw out and clean up, and so you can. It's a bit like spring cleaning, really, So it's got to be done. Otherwise, it can get a bit depressing if you don't do that. I find it's always good to have a bit of a clear out once in a while. It helps you mentally, I think. I've heard it said that if you suffer with depression, it's good to try to minimize your belongings and go through things and get rid of what you really can do without. Don't let your possessions own you, and free yourself from it. It's very liberating, apparently. So yeah, so I'm in the market for alternative work or another role. That's kind of cool. And like I say, I'm so grateful for the experience I've gained in this current role. It's been fantastic, and if I can take some of that with me wherever I end up, then that'll be great. And I'm only going to get better at things. Better and better. I don't know if I can get another role with the agency I'm with through them, or whether I can get a role somewhere direct. I just don't know. It's all up in the air at the moment, which is the only thing that's a shame about that is the fact that they'll put me on a pension scheme at some point, and I won't be able to get that back for a while. I don't want to be in a pension scheme unless I'm somewhere a bit more permanent, shall we say. Yeah. These shock troopers are good. Black. I'm sure that's how I did my tutorial. And of course, we've got some contrast. I'm just going to paint them up traditional way. Zandri Dust, Castellan Green, Celestra Grey it might have been as well. Bugman's Glow, all that. Abaddon Black, blah blah blah. And so on and so forth. My Astra Militarum are woefully low in numbers. I need to get more troopers. The grunts, I need them. The pawns. And some more tanks too. You can probably see that yourself from that little mini showcase that I did. I've done a Tau one since then, so, and who knows, by the time you see this I might have done others. My studio still needs a lot of sorting out yet, but it is a lot better. It's in a lot better shape now. I'm going to get a new rug for out here as well, so that I can put something I can put my chair on, and it'll wheel forwards and backwards a lot easier. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Wow, last one already. Better find something else to do after this. I've got my Aliens Get Away From Her You Bitch to do yet. And when this is all done, I'm hoping to do an unboxing. Oh yeah, Zombicide. Let's talk about that. That's what's going to be my unboxing, of course, which will have gone up by then. Time you see this. But I bought into Black Plague. Finally gone down the Black Plague route. I just liked the idea of a bit of fantasy Zombicide action, as opposed to like modern day. And Zombicide season 2 is out, of course. If you don't know, you've been living under a rock. I'm not going to buy into that though. Now, my reason is, it's a good game and all. It looks very good, and the improvements look, just what I would hope and expect, or expect and hope for from CMON. And they've vastly improved over the original, but bear in mind that's where it all started. But Yeah, a lot of the changes, not there's that many, but they've got like a night and day thing, flashlights and all that, and a few more wounds. It doesn't look a lot different other than that, and those sorts of things. I've kind of been house ruling anyway. Right, I've done my figures. Just gonna wash out my brush, my size 8 brush. Yeah, so I'm not gonna buy into that because I've got a good season 1 on the go, and I've nearly got everything for that. And hopefully it'll make all that sort of stuff cheaper anyway. I don't have the zombie dogs though, it's true. Right. Zoom out for a bit so you can see there. That's what I've done. That's what I've achieved. Now put my surface primer away again. Yeah. Marvellous. Got my coffee. My coffee's out here, all raring to go. So, right, I have got some shade washing I could be getting on with. Bases, for the Ripley and the Alien Queen and so on. Yeah, definitely need to shade wash on the base. Got to do the metal teeth on her, the Alien Queen. I think we've done the wash on the base of this one. Yeah. Size-wise comparison, they're not bad. They're about right, I would say. Oh, excuse me. Oh, big yawn there. Well, let's get some wash on this. Of course, I packed everything away, didn't I? So, non-oil gloss. No, I don't want non-oil gloss. Thank you. So, Drakenhof Nightshade, I've got that. I've got Exerf Shade, I've got that. Non-oil gloss is there. And non-oil is there. Right, so I've got my non-oil, yay. Now, I've got wash brushes, but they are absolutely knackered. But, they still serve their purpose. They do still serve their purpose. So, do you know what? I am going to use one. There we go. Let's give that a bit of a shake. So, yeah. Now, today, the date is, I don't know what it is. What is it, 29th? Yeah, it must be, because Monday is bank holiday. Anyway, it is Saturday today. And where was I going with that statement? Post has been. Didn't have anything for me today, which is a shame. But yeah, I've been, keeping my eyes out. I updated my CV as well, so my agency that I'm with, they've got all that now. And yeah, just got to keep my eyes peeled for something. I've seen a few there's been a few council ones that I could possibly apply for, which is good. Like I say, I am eternally grateful for being given this opportunity. When you got MS, you've got to do what you can to make ends meet, and it's not always easy because the only jobs available left to you are a little bit beyond your physical capability. But I don't really ever want to go back to retail again if I can help it. Right, that's the washes done on those. Washes can take a while. I'm thinking on my Cadian shock troops to do their skin first. Yeah. Oh. Right. Put my gloss away. Yeah, I definitely like having my paints on my right hand side because I'm just used to that. Used to it being that way, you know. Yeah. All right, so there they are. They're a little bit wet still to progress to the next stage with them. Could do metallic though. Well, I know I've got to do the floor, Bishop's on here, but I've got to do the rest of his innards as well. So I'm just looking for some metallic. Iron breaker, no. Roofing steel, no. Lead belcher, yes. So move these out of the way a bit. Lead belcher, yes, we want some of that. Let me zoom in a bit here. Yeah. Poor old Bishop, look at him. What brush am I going to use here then? Pick a suitable size. Got a 2. It might be a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'll need a glooping brush, so let's pick one of those. Check that message. You look at Bishop. Hang on a minute. Right. Sorry about that. I had to edit that out. That was my wife making sure everything was okay. Everything was cool. Actually, this glooping brush. I picked out a glooping brush, didn't I? I think the glooping brush is going to be okay for the actual paint. So I've still got my paint somewhere, right? I've still got my bin more or less on my left. Actually, it's more on my left. Easier to get to now than it ever was before. Now, I'm just going to put a bit of a metal medium with the lead belcher and a teeny tiny drop of water. Right. Okay. So let's start blocking this in. What he's on, then I might have to do a sort of a grey or something. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. But yeah, that'll be good. So you know, get these models done, and I'll have my aliens. My alien stuff will be all up to date and raring to go. I'm so lucky I got because I have the Resident Evil board game as well. That's got a second one to that now. They've made the game tiles a little bit lighter. Actually, in person, it's not too bad. It's just on camera, I suppose, if you're filming, it can look pretty dark. But, you know, it's perfectly fine. Hopefully I'll have enough paint to do the Alien Queen's teeth as well. Bishop. I haven't really looked into his rules set yet, but I will. The only thing with all these games, you gotta redo all the rules. That's one thing about Zombicide, though. If you're familiar with it, like the original, then the other games, you pick it up really quickly because it's very, very similar. I'm keen to look at the targeting priority for Black Plague as well. I'm hoping to get an expansion as well for that game because there, done. Alien Queen. I'll try and make all her teeth metallic if I can. Yeah, I think I've just about got it here. Yeah. Nice. So there we are. So that's all done. I've got a new jar of water for my metallics. I keep meaning to look into getting myself a Citadel water container because it's got those ridges down the side to help clean your brushes. I'm a little bit anxious to try them out. Let's zoom out again whilst I clean my brush. Now, any of you who are wondering, who don't know, so I know some of you do know, this is just ordinary household soap, and I've used it for years and it works just fine, just as good as your masterclass brush cleaning soaps and all that. It's just, instead of paying like 9-10 quid for a pot of it, I can get it for like pence, so it does the same thing. I don't care what anybody says, it does. Works for me anyway. I know some people go as far as like using hair conditioner on it. That's a clipping brush, so no need to worry about water or dampness getting into the ferrule. Not worried about that. Do I think I'm going to be doing metallics today on these guys? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. That is curious. Let's have some coffee and consider it. I'm just settling in really into this bench position, and I am liking it. So I'll probably be doing a chill with Pete, and from here as well. And I can use my green screen as well if I need to, which is all good, brilliant. Yeah, I'm happy here. If the weather is pouring down with rain, I'll just close the curtains and stick another light on from a corner, and, if it's dark. So yeah, my studio is in a state of change at the moment. It's changing around a little bit. I did have to clear out a load of stuff, and I've got a load more to clear out as yet. Oh, coffee. You can't beat it, can you? I'm on the decaf now, so it's that time of day. I only have the caffeinated stuff in the mornings, and it's not morning anymore. Right, so what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? I've got a bit of paint on everyone here. Well, not my Doctor Who miniatures. my William Hartnell. Don't know that there's much to do for him though, except for that little tie thing he's got. I'm going to look for Galvorback red, maybe or burgundy. Galvorback red, I think. That's one. He's got a little, like, I don't know if you can see it here. He's got a little. Yeah, he's got like a little shirt tie thing on there. Looks like I'll try doing it blue, but I don't want that. I've decided I'm changing colour. Oh, and this has got one of those glass agitators in it. How irritating is that? Right. So let's gloop a bit of this out. Nearly used the wrong water there, spot of water, to fill it down a bit. Spot more, I think. It's a bit more. That's a bit more like it. What brush am I going to use for doing this then? Well, 20 Art Master. The decision has been made. Right. So, Doctor. Speaking of Doctor Who, been watching and enjoying a lot of that lately. I'm not going to spend too much time. At the end of the day, he's going to be for a Doctor Who role-playing game, which I've got. So as it'll be just me, it'll be just the Doctor and K9. Yeah, I'm going to use the William Hartnell one, and I'm going to look out, try and get hold of the others if I can. The other Doctor Who miniatures, and then if I've got them, then if he should die, I can get him to regenerate as maybe the next Doctor, and so on. But we're starting off as the William Hartnell original, so that's good. I need some buttons on K9. Do with a really bright yellow. So I'm going to use a Phalanx yellow. Now, my drawer over here, I've got some, I did have at least, yes, some ball bearings, which I'm going to put one in here. Phalanx yellow. I don't use yellows a lot, but I do use them. That's better. Give it a bit of a shake now. Yeah, it's marvellous. And this is going to be such a small detail. I'm not even going to get a glooping brush. I'm just going to use this brush. Right. Just a couple of the buttons. Yeah, that's good. Phalanx yellow, very, very bright. A nice yellow. White. I suppose white. Arctic white. Why not? Now I am going to use a glooping brush to mix some water in with this one, like so. So that's kind of my news anyway. I've got Zombicide Black Plague. I want a bit of fantasy Zombicide. I'm looking for a new job because my contract's nearly up, and yeah. That'll do. I think for me, I might do a couple of highlights, but I mean, nah, I might just highlight him, not highlight him, I might just seal him up there. K9 is done. K9. Yeah. Robot dog. Let's have some more coffee. How's my shock troopers getting on? Let's zoom out a bit. Well, they're still wet, so I wouldn't paint them yet. No. What else do I have to do? Not an awful lot at this stage. Like I say, I am going to be testing out this bench. Let's zoom out. Testing out this bench later on for a unboxing, and I just want to see how well it goes, you know. Yeah. So I'm looking at the weather outside the window. I'm looking directly ahead, obviously in that direction. It's sunny at the moment, which is nice. It makes me think, yeah, this summer weather is here. It helps one to forget about the troubles of the world when the weather is nice. And you hear the birds singing and all that good stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, right. So I think, what time have we got there? Well, it's a bit of a shorter one, for sure. But then, you know, I am going to use it. Oh, that alien I did in polymer clay is here. Really bizarre. Yeah, so I glued his head on. He's got legs there. I really am struggling with his arms at the moment though, but yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there because I am breaking this bench position in, as it were. And yeah, so looking for another job. Feeling fine and dandy about things, so that's pretty cool. Like I say, I've got Zombicide to have a look at momentarily, as of recording this. But I'm pleased with what I've got done so far on the bench. You can only do so much at a time, can't you? Because you don't. I've got other things I've got to be doing. I've got to mow the lawn and that yet, and I've just got a load of other stuff to do. But I'm pretty pleased with how it's going. So I know this is a shorter on the bench to what I normally do, but it happens sometimes. So you know, if you like the videos though, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you don't like it, just say, yeah, that's rubbish, and that lets me know. Either way, it helps the YouTube algorithm out. So just, you know, do what you feel you want to do. If you want to, of course, if you want to support me further, you can check out my Patreon. names going up as I speak. And that's about it, really. But if you do go down the Patreon route, you will gain access to exclusive videos. And I'm not saying they're better videos, but they are. I am obviously aware that they are videos that are paid for. So I put 110% in. Not that that's possible. I always put in as much effort as I can with all my videos, but the difference being, I suppose, if I was feeling a bit off, not able to think quite, my cognitive abilities not flowing well on a particular day, then I just wouldn't make the video. I'll wait until it's all, hunky dory and we can crack on. So that's it. Thanks ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love reading your comments too, so let me know what you're working on, and I will see you guys in another video. And remember, all brushes lead to war. Bye for now. Bye bye.